welcome to another video where I run through all the finds I got from my local charity shops in just 1 week. This week is a little bit unusual. There's not very much to go through. It is probably the least clothes I've bought in a week in a charity shop in absolute years, but for a very good reason. This is the clothes that I bought in the week starting the 16th of March 2020. And if you're watching this in the future, that is the week that things started to close down here in the UK due to a little virus that was going around. Hopefully in the future, if you're watching this, it's all done now, but I'm currently stuck in my flat. Nobody can go outside, everything is closed. It's the longest I've been without going to a charity shop in about 4 years, because none of them are open and they shouldn't be. We are all staying inside, being very responsible people. But it means I can't find beautiful cheap clothes and it makes me very sad, and I don't know when any of them will be reopened. When they are, I will be back to my charity shopping with a vengeance. I'm dreaming at night that everybody's going to be cleaning out their closets and their attic spaces whilst they're stuck at home, and thus the charity shops will be overflowing with amazing things. That is the hope at the moment. But before everything did shut down, I did manage to grab just a few things. I think there's 4. And I did actually manage to find 2 bits of vintage despite only being able to go to a couple of shops before everything started to close down. So it's still not a bad little haul, even if it is very small. Normally what I would probably have done is, if I only found a few things in 1 week, wait a couple of weeks together before filming. But this is kind of special circumstances, and who knows when I'll be able to go back to charity shops. So we'll show them now, and hopefully I'll be back soon once everything's reopened with more finds to show you. The first thing I bought was just a nice basic black high neck top with some nice little puffy sleeves. This is a mixed top which I bought for £3.50 from an Emmaus charity shop. And it is like textured fabric, but it's just basic high neck black top. So here it is on, like I said, a fairly plain basic top, but it's got these nice puff sleeves and a nice high neckline. I think it fits fairly well. It's a size 12, so I thought it might be a bit big, but apparently not, so that's good, that it fits alright. There's not too much to say about it. It is just a nice basic piece to pair with skirts, etc. It is cut fairly long, so you wouldn't have to tuck it into things. It comes sort of down past the hips. But what I would mainly wear it with is kind of high-waisted skirts, 1950s skirts, just as a basic top to go with something a bit brighter down the bottom. But it fits well, it's only £3.50. It will go with everything. So I think that's a winning start to this little miniature haul. This is something that will probably not be very exciting to most of you, but is exciting to me because it's something that's very basic, but I always really struggle to find. I don't know why it's so hard to find, but it is just a nightmare. And it's a basic black cardigan. What I always find with cardigans is you go shopping for them and they've really got like oversized ones or big chunky knit ones or ones with like patterns on them and stuff. It's actually really hard to find just a plain black cardigan. So this one is absolutely brand new. You can feel the fabric hasn't been through a washing machine or anything, and it was only £2.99 from the Age UK charity shop. So when I saw it, I just grabbed it because I know that I'll wear cardigans at work, etc., and they're actually kind of hard to find. I've been wearing the same black Gap cardigan since 2014, I think, so like 6 years, and it is bobbly, it's got holes in it. So this is just to make myself look a bit less scruffy. So we'll try on this little cardigan. So this one was just £2.99 and is a size small. We'll just pop it on. I don't know how well it will show up wearing it black on black, but I'm too lazy to go get anything else. And the sleeves are quite long, but otherwise I think it's probably going to fit fine. Again, there's not a lot to say about this one. It's a basic black cardigan. Every girl needs one, but you might as well get one second hand for £2.99 instead of going to Primark or Gap or wherever and getting a new one when you don't need to. What I will say is these little buttons are super annoying and fiddly. I don't think I can be able to do them up right now. So if I was going to wear it out, I'd probably do them up and not take them off again. But it's super soft, like I said, brand new. So $2.99 is definitely something that I'm going to wear. Every girl needs one. So again, another winning bit, if not terribly exciting. Okay, on to the vintage clothing, and I will start with the cheapest. The best way to find vintage clothing is when it's just £1. So I got this nice 1950s top for just £1. It is this beautiful kind of like abstract, very fine fabric in blue and white, and it's got this big oversized white collar and some like white plastic buttons down the front. It's homemade, and I do think the collar's a little bit not made to the best quality, but I couldn't do better, so I can't really talk. It was just £1 because it does have some marks, which I don't know if you'll be able to see, but there are some marks on the collar. I'm 90% certain that I will be able to get that out, so I'm not too worried about that. With vintage clothing, I'm more than happy to get them super cheap with holes and stains all over, because 99% of the time you can fix them. Well, this is something a little bit more exciting to try on for you. It's this fab 1950s top, which, like I say, was just £1. And if you know 1950s clothing, you probably agree it's pretty perfectly of its period. It's got lots of nice little sort of darted detailing on the back, as well as it puffs out in interesting places. I think it fits fairly well. It's maybe a little bit big, but I think you can get away with it. It will go great with trousers as well as skirts. Imagine I've got petticoats and stuff on. It will look great because the flare comes out from the waist. Like I say, I reckon I can get rid of the little mark on the collar. So for just £1, this is definitely a great find. You don't tend to find as many 1950s sort of tops, trousers and things because people wore them more, so they're not around as much. So this is one of very few 1950s tops that I've actually got, so it's definitely a welcome addition to the collection. Then the only dress that I bought this week was this 1960s wool dress by Norman Linton, who I haven't really found out much about, but there's a nice label from them inside. It's very thick wool, it is quite heavy, and again it's got this really kind of its period pattern on the print, which is, I think it is printed and not woven in, but it's like black and red sort of abstract checkered. It has got every kind of fastening you can imagine. It's got fabric covered buttons, it's got an old fashioned zip, hooks and eyes, belt, every fastening you can imagine. And if it fits okay, these dresses are normally really flattering. I've had another wool dress in a really shimmer shape since I bought that in a boot sale absolutely years ago, and it was almost kind of identical. It was a different fabric with the same sort of shape, and it's really flattering, so hopefully it fits. It has been hemmed up by someone, so originally it was a bit longer, but I think hopefully the length isn't too short, and if it is too short I'll just unhem it, put it back to its original length. But this one was £7 from Salvation Army. So again, vintage dress, £7, I will take it and hope that it fits. Here's the dress, and I think it actually does fit perfectly, which is lucky because these could have been very easily too tight or too baggy, but I think it's just about perfect. I think the red and the black is very flattering. This is a 1960s dress, but I think it's got that very late 50s, early 1960s vibe about it. It's a bit Mad Men-esque. I love that it's got its original belt because you don't always get those. It does need a bit of a steam or an iron, but otherwise I think it's fairly flattering, and I can imagine dressing up to be super vintage, or just wearing it with like black tights and flats to the office as more modern style. I think it'll be quite versatile. Like I say, it does fit really well. The person who hemmed it up has not, I don't think, done an amazing job. It's a bit kind of a little bit uneven on the hem, but I actually think the length is alright like that. I don't think I will take it down to its original length. It's got lots of nice hidden darting, so I think it's fairly flattering. maybe some slightly different underwear, different accessories. I think it'll be quite a good one, like I said, when it gets a bit colder, because it is pure wool. But yeah, I'm quite happy with this one. I think it is a nice addition to the wardrobe, and like I said, I think it could be worn lots of different ways. So again, another winning piece. I think I've been very lucky. Although this is a small haul, everything has fit pretty much perfectly. So I can't complain too much. Well, that's it for my tiny haul this week. Like I say, not very many pieces, but there's a good reason for that. I don't know when I'll be able to go out and start charity shopping again, which means I don't know when there'll be another one of these videos. Hopefully it will be sooner rather than later. In the meantime, I'm just going to admire the clothes I've already gotten over the years and probably do a little bit of internet shopping, because I have a problem. And I normally quench it with charity shopping, but you're going to have to get me on the internet instead, because it is boring being stuck inside. So, like I say, I don't know when I'll be able to go back out and find more amazing things in charity shops, but when I can, I hope you'll join me to go through them. But in the meantime, everybody stay inside and stay safe, and we'll see what happens in the future.